Welcome back. All right, Dallas is still alive. There's a quote from Pete LaFleur from Dodgeball, which I just had in my mind during this game because I had to keep myself as emotionally neutral as possible. Um, I found that if you have a goal, you might not reach it, but if you don't have one, you're never disappointed. And I got to tell you, it feels phenomenal. That is one of my favorite quotes all time in a movie, and I kind of applied that tonight. I thought, okay, they're down 3 games to nothing. Odds are against them. I'll just enjoy the game for what it is. And in the end, absolute shocker. I'm going to admit, I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised by tonight's game. So, no Dodonov for the Dallas Stars. Of course, no Jamie Benn either. It's Hill versus Ottinger. Glendening steps into the lineup. So does Olofsson. Olofsson impressed, and I'm glad that announcers were impressed with Olofsson because I was impressed with him when Dallas called him up during the season. I think there's a good future there for him. So early press by Vegas. Smith has a shot that's deflected wide. Suter then fires one high during a brief press by the Dallas Stars. White Cloud to Howden. There's a near miss there. The Stars, there's problems with turnovers early. And so, again, this is something you have to watch for against Vegas, the same as Carolina had to watch for that against Florida. Both Florida and Vegas, very good puck pressure teams. So, press by Vegas at 3 minutes. The Stars block and clear. The fans call when the referee doesn't. And then during that play, and they were basically calling an interference. There were two Vegas players that blocked out a Dallas player, and the puck was nowhere near him. But they're not going to call that. So Carlson ends up scoring on a rush from Smith and Raw at 4:17, and that was only the second shot for the Vegas Golden Knights. So there was some concern for this Dallas Stars fan that, oh, goal on the second shot. I don't know. Anyways, the Stars didn't have any shots yet. Domi then has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Carrier's tonight on a fast break. 6 minutes into the first period, the shots are 4-0 in favor of Vegas. Heiskanen's denied on a rebound chance. Stone has a net feed that gets picked off. Domi has a one-timer that goes wide. Roy then had a rush chance that was defended. Theodore has a blast that's kicked aside. Johnston couldn't bury one in close. There's a press by Dallas at the half. Heiskanen's then denied from the slot during a Vegas line change. Got to watch your line changes, especially this time of year. Hill's shutout streak had passed 100 minutes at this stage. So really in Dallas's heads, and you could see this. And what happens is the longer a goaltender goes like this, guys are trying for that perfect shot, and that very rarely, if ever, ends up working out. So Stone's denied on a turnover chance. Don't turn it over to Stone. But both teams are turning over the puck at this point as well. Pavelski fires one wide on a rush. Robertson can't bury. However, during that play, the Stars come out on a power play. Early clear by Vegas, and then Robertson, he bats one in, bats the puck up and bats it in. From Heiskanen and Hintz, that's at 15:42. Robertson had one of the best games of his career tonight. So that ties the game up at 1. That was the first goal Dallas had scored in 106 minutes and 21 seconds of action. So almost as long as the overtime between Florida and Carolina in game 1. So Stars then press for the lead. The teams exchange rushes with 2.5 minutes left. Stupid hockey guy. It didn't go that long. Press by Vegas in the final minute. Pietrangelo has a shot that's held after the first period. The score is 1-1. So second period, early press by Dallas. Robertson has a shot that's held. Hintz fires one wide. More pressure by Dallas. Some good desperate hockey from Dallas tonight. And yes, if they had played this way in game 3, who knows, right? This is just... They melted down in the first couple of minutes of game 3, and then the game got away from them. So Kiviranta is denied. The rebound's clear. Johnston to Marchment, near miss there. Johnston then fires the next chance wide. Smith to Carlson, near miss there on a rush for Vegas. Olofsson to Foxa gets picked off. So both teams getting in the way of passes. Both teams defending on the rush. Shots are 5-0 though for Dallas 6 minutes in. We then get a power play for Vegas. They cycle. Marchessault has a shot that's blocked. The Stars clear. That was killed off. No shots on net, and Vegas would not get another power play in this game. Martinez then has a shot that's saved after that. Haig then has one saved as well. Hintz has a blast saved at the other end, and then Robertson with a near miss. Robertson had a lot of scoring opportunities tonight. He could have had 5 or 6 goals. Eichel's then denied on a breakaway. Vegas would press after that. Theodore has a shot deflect wide, and then at 10:23, just past the halfway mark of the game, Marchessault puts Vegas back in the lead. He scores from McDavid and Eichel. A cross-crease pass and tipped in. So Vegas has the lead. Coming into this one, Dallas hadn't won a game when they allowed a goal first. Everything was looking like Vegas was probably going to round this out in 4 games and then get until Wednesday off, right? So Smith then has a shot that's caught and held. Vegas with some momentum. Robertson would hit the outside of the net as the Stars press. The next Robertson chance was held. Desperate hockey being played by Dallas at this point. Olofsson has a shot that's caught and held. Vegas wanted a holding call. Not happening. Again, both teams were probably getting away with some little interference, holding, a little bit of hooking here and there. The kind of thing that I know drives purists nuts. Hey, I agree, but that's how it's called during the playoffs. And as long as both teams know what the standard is, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's a bigger deal to us as fans than it is to the players. As long as they know the standard for the referees on the ice, I think that's what matters. When the standard changes, that's when they get upset. So Eichel's denied on a 2-on-1. He definitely had some opportunities tonight. Kivi Ronta was then denied. The rebound was cleared. Delandria can't bury one in close. Man, Delandria was all around the net tonight. Then there was a post for Robertson, but at 17:21, during a good press that followed, Robertson buries a rebound, his second goal of the game. Lindell and Domi with the assists. So that's the second time Robertson ties up the game. Vegas then presses for response. Robertson had a net feed that was held. Robertson was playing for the tip from Pavelski there. Pavelski couldn't get a stick on it. Lindell then has a blast that's blocked and cleared. And through the first 2 periods, Robertson had 10 shots. He would only have 1 shot between the third period and the overtime, but that's a pretty good game still. So we're tied at 2 after the second period. Third period. So it really felt like overtime early in this. There's a good back and forth. Strong forechecking by Chandler Stevenson. Marchment to Glendening gets picked off. Kolasar has a rush chance that's held. Delandria is robbed in close on a 2-on-1. The Stars press at 3.5 minutes. Roy had a 3-on-1 chance that was saved. Theodore to Carrier, there's a near miss there. Teams exchange rushes as the game really starts to open up here. Vegas presses at 6 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. Carlson has a rush chance that saved. Howden couldn't bury one in close. Stone's then denied. The puck's cleared out. Eichel has a net drive. That chance is held. Near miss then for Waugh as Vegas presses. The shots at the half are 8-5 in favor of the Golden Knights. So I thought they were outplaying Dallas at that point. Vegas with some momentum, forcing some turnovers, but then Delandria has a slot shot, gets blocked outside. Heiskanen has one that tips wide. Vegas clears. Pietrangelo has a shot that's blocked by the traffic in front rather than going through the traffic in front, looking for a deflection there. And then Dallas clears that out. Marchessault hits the outside of the post. They press with 5.5 minutes left. Vegas looking to end the series tonight. Net feed to Smith ends up deflecting out. Haig has a shot that's blocked. Domi has a rush chance that's saved. Olofsson's denied on a net drive. Just, again, Olofsson, really strong game. Pressed by Vegas in the final minute, but they're kept to the outside. Barbashev had a chance that was blocked. We're going to overtime. So Vegas, 3-0 in overtime. Dallas, 0-4 in overtime. We know this storyline. I know this storyline as a Dallas fan. It feels like it goes back 4 years, because it kind of does. Dallas's overtime record over the last 3 or 4 years has been spotty at best. And so, yeah, Sagan has a net drive that's defended. Marchment has a shot that's deflected wide. There was a near miss for Heiskanen. Vegas then ices the puck. There's a press by Vegas. Haig has a shot that's kicked aside. Lindell then couldn't bury one on a 2-on-1. But Dallas draws a power play. Crowd going nuts. Nothing thrown on the ice today that I saw. Good job. Early clear by Vegas. Howden then clears it after that. And it looked like, Vegas was going to get out of this. It was a much better looking kill. However, Hintz, he couldn't bury one. And then the puck goes around. And Pavelski blasts that one in. So this was not a tip shot by Pavelski. He scores his 9th of the playoffs. Heiskanen and Hintz with the assist. That's at 3:18. Dallas lives. They win 3-2 in overtime. Vegas still leads the series, of course, 3-1. I have no doubt Vegas could finish this on Saturday at home, but at least Dallas doesn't get swept. At least you can take the brooms, put them away. The 3 stars, again, I picked my own 3 stars. I debated about whether or not to put Eichel up there or Carlson, but I thought, no, there are 3 Dallas stars I want to mention that I thought had really good games. First off, Jason Robertson, 11 shots, 2 of them goals. Great job. Ottinger, he had 37 saves tonight, and Pavelski had the overtime winner. So that's why I went in the order that I did. Shots on net, 13-11 Vegas in the first, 19-10 Dallas in the second, and they were actually 14-8 Vegas in the third. In the overtime, 4-2 for Dallas. They end up out shooting Vegas, 42-39. So lots of shots, but in the end, Dallas gets the win. Power plays, Vegas 0 for 1, Dallas 2 for 2, and that helped them tonight. It hasn't helped them through most of this series. Hits were 46 to 23 for Dallas, and that's a big turnaround from the start of this series. Dallas is much more physical now. Hill saves 39 out of 42. Ottinger saves 37 out of 39. So who knew? All we had to do was see Jamie Benn out of the lineup, and Dallas wins a game. It's bonkers. It's crazy time, but we'll see how things go in Game 5. Of course, Ben is still suspended for Game 5, and we'll see if that is the end of Dallas' season or not. But either way, I'm very proud of them tonight. They were very good. I had zero expectation thanks to the great teachings of Peter LaFleur, and here we are. We're going to go to Game 5. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video, and if you don't know who Peter LaFleur is and you haven't seen the movie Dodgeball, now's a good time to get it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you again soon. Or it's streaming services. It's on all of them, I would imagine. Or is it just on Disney? You guys can find it. Take care. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.